Hey y'all, welcome back to Quality Cup Life. My name is Imani, and here we talk about how to pour into your own cup first. You cannot give what you do not have, so let's pour it up and flow past capacity. Alright, so I came across this very interesting video with Joe Rogan talking about why people are, kind of like depressed and unhappy and stuff. And I started looking this up because I kind of had like I've been having a rough few past couple months, and so we're just gonna see what he's talking about. I really like this. I hope I want to know what y'all think too, but let's get into it. Okay.
I mean, how much of what people experience when it comes to the word depression? How much of it is their life going bad, tragedy, poor health, bad job choices? How much of it is some sort of a weird genetic thing? There's so many variables as to what causes depression, but such a giant number of people suffer from depression.
Well, I think it only, if I'm being honest, I think it's going to get worse. Like you look at the way we live, and the closer and closer, you've spoken about that. We're just talking about fucking New York. We're not meant to be that confined. We're not meant to sit out. Like we're withheld from the fucking sun right now.
Yeah.
So many of these things communicate with our bodies. I'm working with a genetic specialist, Ryan Frissinger. He was on Chris Ryan's show. Sunlight influences 500 on-off switches on our epigenetic level. For the good, unless you fucking overdo it, right?
Yeah.
500
plus on-off switches.
And I bet it's even more for Black people.
Is in our DNA.
Well, especially Black people, but anybody with a little more melanin, the more time you need to spend out in the sun, or the more vitamin D deficient you can be. Yeah.
Are affected by sunlight positively, right? I mean, that's why they look at vitamin D3. Take that for example. They're calling that a hormone now, not a fucking vitamin. Really? Because it's a messenger. That's how much it influences in the body. Incredibly important. So when you think about all these things like being barefoot, being connected to the earth, going in the fucking ocean, science will catch up in certain ways, but we get fixated on the thing. We get fixated on our phones, on whatever TV's going on.
This is true, y'all. I even had a problem with my phone today because I haven't been feeling well today. And when I wasn't, ain't gonna lie, when I wasn't on the toilet and I wasn't trying to get this video stuff together, I was on my phone. That's not how things are supposed to be. You're not supposed to have a screen in front of your face half of the day. Like that's not how we were created for, or what we were created for.
Closed off from other people. We think communicating through Facebook is the same as being fucking face to face. It's not.
It's not.
The more we head that direction, and we're putting, as you put it, putting fucking shit food in our body for mouth pleasure, that influences the brain. Right? 80 to 90% of all of our neurotransmitters are made by the bacteria in our gut. So you think the shit meal is just going to put on 5 pounds. It's not. It might put on 5 pounds, but it's going to fuck your brain up for a while.
Yeah.
You make you a little bit more emotional. Fuck with your sharpness, your memory recall.
Yeah.
All that's impacted. Sleep's impacted.
Yeah. That's crazy how many people don't realize. Who did I get it from? I got it from Sean Stevenson. I think he might have gotten it from Dr. Mark Hyman. This is his book right here. Food, what the heck should I eat? I'm not gonna pull it because if I do, stuff might fall down. But they talk about how food is actually information. It's not just something you put in your mouth to satisfy your hunger cravings, or something that's just to taste good, or just to help you maintain. Like, it's information. It tells your body what to create and what to make your cells out of, including your brain tissue. Like, everything in your body, in your body was information that came from food. You feel me what I'm saying? So but anyway, let me just continue.
I wish
Michael
Walker talked a bit more about that. I just don't think it's in his wheelhouse.
I don't think it is. He's just a guy who studies sleep and the effects on it. But fuck, was that illuminating, and eye-opening. That podcast was so important to me.
It was fucking fantastic. I think his book is really good, but as far as like dialing in sleep, it's more of this is what happens when you don't sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep, the book Sleep by Nick Littlehales is probably my favorite because that gives you it's a fucking how-to guide on how to maximize sleep.
Also check out Sean Stevenson's Sleep Smarter, and also he has a sleep masterclass as well, like podcast episode that was really it was kind of like the summary of the book, so to speak. So check that out too if y'all are interested.
And when you were younger, lack of sleep didn't affect you the way it affects you now, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Everything he talks about, like with that shift that you have that happens in adolescence where you become a night owl, no doubt. And I probably still could stay out a little bit later until having a kid, and then that's your immediate reset.
Yeah.
Bitch, you're getting up when the sun comes up.
Yeah, little kids don't care nothing about that. The sun come up, they up. Like, unless something happens where the adult had the kid, or something happened where the kid's sleep schedule fell off or something. Other than that, them jokers get up when the sun come up for real. But it's crazy, like, man, I must be old or something. I don't even have kids, but boy, I cannot be going to bed late and getting up early and going about my day and stuff, like, and I can't do that no more. I have so much brain fog and fatigue, and I can't fully understand things or like process things. I need to go to bed. Like, y'all tripping. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah, be prepared, sir.
Especially driving, bro. I'm not playing that game with barely sleeping and driving. I'm not trying to, bro. I can think of a couple people who got into car accidents because they hit one of these driving, and one of them is no longer alive. Like, that's no joke. Don't do that.
It's there's so many different factors that lead to a healthy body, but how much of a healthy body leads to a happy mind? That's where it gets, like, you can't blame some of these people that are suffering from like a disease. Some of these people that have like something wrong with the way their brain is producing these happy hormones.
Yeah, I don't think you can say it's just this one thing. Like, well, if you just ate clean, or if you just went keto, or you just ate paleo, then you wouldn't have depression. I don't think that's it at all. But certainly that's a factor.
Yeah,
it certainly could be a factor.
Being in nature is a factor.
Yeah,
and unpacking trauma. Gabor Mate says at the heart of all fucking addiction.
Fact.
Some form of
fact. I'm about to go on a little tangent again, but I work in a health food store, and sometimes I work in the wellness department. Wellness just means like supplements and vitamins and protein and all the things. And so this lady came in. She asked me for what I recommended for anxiety, and I'm just like, there's a ton of different products for anxiety. So I'm like, I didn't really know what to recommend her, and I couldn't remember what my manager was recommending for people that she said worked well. But I was asking her, like, well, do you know what's causing your anxiety? She was just talking about something about her kids, and she's not getting no sleep, and she has to pick up the kids, she has to do this and do that. And I was trying to tread lightly, but I'm like, I think you need to, I can have my manager call you back later and tell you, or you can come in the next day when my manager's actually here and ask her for advice on what you can take. But you also need to address like the situation as well. What can you take off of your plate? What do you need to address? What haven't you said? Who haven't you asked for help that you need to ask for help? You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's like multiple factors within things.
Trauma.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Completely makes sense. Don't pills just get everybody?
Yeah, pills can get everybody. There's no doubt about that.
Unless you wean yourself off, you have like real issues,
there was
right?
some trauma there in all of those circumstances. And I'm not saying, pills can fucking grab you. There's no doubt. But certainly with the meth and the alcohol, which was other things, no doubt there was trauma there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've known of quite a few people that got fucked up on pills after operations or injuries or stuff like that. But I know quite a few of them that kicked it.
Mm-hmm.
That just realized it was happening. When whoa down, like Schaub's talked about it quite a bit. When he fought Crow Cop, his nose was destroyed, so they had to rebuild his nose, and he started taking pain pills. And he said after a while he's just taking them every day just because he just wanted to take them. And then his friends came over and cleaned out his medicine cabinet. I'm like, cut the shit, dude. It's 4 months later, you're still taking.
I just love friends like that.
You can't do that anymore. Like, whoa. He said he almost didn't even realize he was doing it. It just kind of caught a hold of him.
Yeah, shit becomes habit, especially when it's that euphoric.
Yeah.
Must be amazing.
That's cool. You got to get you some friends like that that's going to come to your house and snap you out of it and clean out your medicine cabinet, so to speak. But y'all, thank you so much for watching, I said my thoughts. You tell me what your thoughts are. I want to know what your thoughts are on what Joe said and what, I don't even know what the other guy's name is, but he must be either the owner of Onnit or an ambassador for Onnit. He's somebody important. I'm aware of the brand, just not of him. But y'all, again, thank you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.